What if every city offered free yoga the same way it offers public parks? Just imagine that for a minute. No membership required, no expensive studios, no barrier to entry, just a place where people from every neighborhood, every income level, every background could come together, could breathe, move, and reconnect with themselves. I know that might sound idealistic, but here's the interesting part. Some cities are already doing it. I've had the opportunity to teach free yoga in the community and public parks, and every time I do, I'm reminded that wellness shouldn't only be available to the people who can afford multi-$1,000 of yoga. It should be accessible because stress doesn't care about your income. Burnout doesn't discriminate. Anxiety doesn't ask where you live. Every community needs spaces where people can restore themselves. For me, yoga changed my life after I was diagnosed with lupus in 2009. It gave me tools that I still use every single day, not just to move my body, but to manage stress, to improve my focus, and to stay grounded through life's challenges. And I often wonder, what if more people had access to the same tools? Think about how we design our cities. We build roads because transportation matters. We build libraries because education matters. We build parks because recreation matters. So what if we also treated emotional well-being as essential infrastructure? What if wellness became a part of the blueprint? Because here's what I believe. When people have access to preventative wellness, everybody benefits. Well, maybe not the pharmaceutical companies. Families benefit, businesses benefit, schools benefit, healthcare systems benefit, communities become stronger. If someone is stressed every day for 10 years, eventually that stress shows up somewhere else. It shows up in their blood pressure. It shows up in their sleep. It shows up in their relationships. It shows up in their productivity. It eventually shows up in the healthcare system, straining the healthcare system. It becomes a societal expense. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine a parent finishing work and joining a free class in the park before going home. Imagine a college student learning how to regulate stress before final exams without having to dip in, a pill bottle. Imagine older adults finding movement and community instead of isolation. Imagine children seeing wellness modeled as something that's simply a part of everyday life. Those aren't just yoga classes, those are investments in healthier communities. And here's something else I love about community yoga. People who might never have met each other suddenly share the same space. Different professions, different generations, different cultures, different beliefs. For 1 hour, none of that matters. Everyone is breathing, everyone is moving, everyone is simply human. I think the world needs more spaces like that because peace isn't only built in government buildings. Sometimes it's built in parks. Sometimes it's built in community centers. Sometimes it's built when neighbors who've never spoken before roll out yoga mats next to each other. That's why I believe yoga is so much more than just flexibility. It's accessibility. It's connection. It's about creating places where people can strengthen not only their bodies, but their communities. And here's the beautiful part. Cities don't necessarily have to build new buildings to make this happen. The parks already exist. The community spaces, they already exist. The people, they're already there. Sometimes all that's missing is the vision to bring them together. That's why I don't just see yoga teachers as instructors. I see them as community leaders, and I call them yoga leaders. I see them as partners in public health. I see them as people helping cities become healthier, one class, one person, one breath, one connection at a time. And that's exactly why my mission has become so much bigger than teaching yoga poses. My mission is to spread world peace through inner peace, because I believe beautiful cities built by people who know how to find peace within themselves are possible. So if you're a yoga teacher, yes, keep doing it. If you are an aspiring teacher, yes, keep studying. If you're a community leader or someone who desires to make a meaningful impact where you live, get in contact with me. I'd love to place teachers or come there myself. And if you're a teacher and you want to learn how to do this in your city, how to do this in your community, I teach a session on Sunday, 7 p.m., so that you can learn how to use yoga as a vehicle for leadership and for an opportunity to create lasting change. The details are in the caption. Check it out. When you come, bring your notebook, bring your questions, and bring your vision for what's possible in your community, in your part of the world, because maybe the next great investment a city makes isn't another building. Maybe it's helping people breathe, and it can happen through you. I'll see you in class. Peace.